What's up, everybody? This your boy King Hussle, and yes, this is the best money channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on, and hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe to all the YouTube channels. So I'm talking King Hussle, X1M, no rags, just riches, King Hussle 2.0, the Hussle family, turn motivation to means, King Hussle crazy actions, Dog Pound Exotic Pups, Goosebumps Horror Stories, Sleeping with the Rain, Milwaukee Made, King Hussle, and King Hussle 2.0. All right. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. Got a lot of fake King Hussle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or a video. Make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for, right? And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. What to do, my real King Hussle fans, supporters, and subscribers out there? We back at it again with the gems. We back at it again with the sauce. I'm back at it again with the information that's going to turn everybody into a boss. Shout out to all my real OG King Hussle subscribers that's been on this channel since day one, since 4 or 5 years ago. We back at it dropping gems. We back at it dropping sauce. We back at it dropping videos. I'm back at it helping people with lessons. I'm back at it helping people get rich. So with that being said, let's get into this ish. You hear me? All right, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about mortgage fraud. All right, now, I know a couple years back, I was talking about mortgage fraud and how people were doing mortgage fraud. Now, it's 5 years later, and the way people are doing mortgage fraud is even, they took it to a whole different level. It's even easier for the fraudsters to do it and really get funds off your home. So, that being said, we're going to talk about mortgage fraud. We're going to talk about how if you own a home, how you can protect your deed from, or your home for, or yourself from being a victim of mortgage fraud, and how easy it is for fraudsters to commit mortgage fraud. All right, so without further ado, let's get into the video, let's get into the sauce, and let's get into it. All right, so like I said before, a couple years back, I was talking about mortgage fraud because mortgage fraud has been going on for a long time. I did an interview with a guy named Matthew Cox. It's on my main channel, King Hussle, and he was doing mortgage fraud. He did about 12 years or 27 years for doing mortgage fraud and a whole bunch of different identity theft and a whole different other white collar frauds, creating fake IDs and things like that. Back in 2000, or around the time he was committing mortgage fraud, there was no social media. There was no iPhones. There was no Cash App, Bitcoins, Zelles. There was no Instagram. There was no, there was none of these things. So a lot of fraud and a lot of scams that happened back in the early 2000s and the 1990s and the late 2010s, before all this social media and all these things happened, there was a lot of different ways people committed different frauds. Back then, it was a little bit harder to commit a lot of frauds because of the technology that was out. A lot of technology that's out now was not out then. iPhones, FaceTimes, websites that you can download documents. I mean, it kind of was, but it wasn't how it was now. Like AI was not out there. So with all these all this new technology, it really makes it easier for fraud to be committed in any and everything. Now, with any and everything. So when it comes to committing mortgage fraud back in the day, a lot of scammers or fraudsters, what they would do is they had to do a lot of legwork. What I mean by a lot of legwork, they had to go scope out a home, get the address, go down to the treasury's office or get the public records and find out who owns that home and all this legwork. Once they do that, then they got to get certain documents, fill it out, and the guy Matt Cox even went to the extent of getting fake IDs made in these people's names and just committing a lot of different fraud. Like, if you guys get a chance, go look up Matthew Cox. He was on American Greed. I did an interview with him. Type in King Hussle Matthew Cox. The interviews will pop up, and he made a lot of money with doing this type of fraud and this type of scam. Was he saving the money? No. Did they take some money? Yes. But in today's world, with so much going on and so much new technology that's out, committing mortgage fraud can be done straight from a phone. You can be in a parking lot and commit mortgage fraud. You can be in a car. You can be anywhere and do it from a phone. You can do almost any and everything from a phone in today's world. And with that being said, it's kind of scary how people can do almost any and everything from a phone, because you can download documents from, you can close on the, like, let me really dive into detail on how how a fraudster, how a scammer could really commit mortgage fraud from their phone. You can you can drive, what they do is, a lot of people, they drive around and they look in these fancy neighborhoods or whatever, and they look at the address, and they get the address. They might go get some mail out the mailbox. It was easy just to Google an address and see who owns the home. So they Google the address, they see who owns the home. Once they see who owns the home, and go on the public records, they get all the documents. Like, all this can be downloaded from the internet. Any document you need, release of lien, a satisfactory letter, all that can be done online. Yeah, applying to refinance for transferring that home into somebody else's name can be done online. Like, once you got the satisfactory of the lien and all those paperwork, you can transfer that home into literally somebody else's name, or you can act like that person, or the fraudsters will act like that person. Go get refinance that home, all from a phone. Call the bank, refinance the email documents and all that. Get approved, wire the money into different bank accounts, and that person, the homeowner, won't even know it. And it's all done from a phone. So just imagine if somebody clever enough came up with the idea and said, you know what, okay, I'm gonna do this with multiple homes in a week, right? Like, hold on, I'm finna really break it down to you. Really break it down to y'all. Cause my notes, because I don't want to miss no steps. I write down, if I get to talking and babbling, I get to talking about stuff, get off topic. I wrote down notes so I could really, they loading right now, so let me let them load right now. Hold on. But it's that easy. All the documents that you need to commit mortgage fraud can be downloaded and done online. Easy as that. So just imagine if they doing 3 houses at a time and getting $300,000 over each house. That's $1 million. And just imagine if they could continue the process. That's $1 million industry. That's $1 billion. That could be $1 billion industry for these fraudsters, for these scammers, when it comes to committing mortgage fraud, because the government is literally giving us ways to commit fraud and scams. Like, if we sit back and think, the government is literally, we didn't create websites for these documents that's legal. We didn't create like, a lot of people, we didn't create like tools. Like, It's a lot of tools out there that people figured out how to use to commit some type of scam or fraud that the government created because it's legal. Like checks, you can order checks and you can do a lot of different things. So, still waiting for it to load. Oh, let me see. Still loading. Because I want to make sure I give y'all the right step by step. Alright, so look. So people, what they do is they go to the public records, they get all the homeowners' information, right? Like I just told y'all. Then they go online and create a deed and a satisfactory of mortgage letter. Then they file that satisfactory of mortgage letter. Once they file it, then they transfer the name into somebody else's or create a fake ID in the homeowner's name. Then what they do is they call the home and borrow against the home. So they call the bank and they try to then they can sell the home or borrow against the home, right? So they can either sell the home or they can borrow against the home, which is refinance the home. They can apply for the mortgages online. You can open up a bank accounts online. You can go to the closing online. You can have all the documents notarized online. You can have all the money wired to different accounts online. You can transfer that money to accounts and take it out. Easy as that. All online from a phone. So like I said, imagine them doing that with 3 homes at a time and doing it 10 times. That's $10 million. Once people figure out certain things, they utilize the information and they see how far they can get with it. And that's just how everything goes. That's how crime is committed. They figure out something, they utilize it until they see how far they can go. Because eventually people get caught doing these type of things. So, how can you stay safe from mortgage fraud? How can you keep your deed safe? Like, first, life lock, keeping your information, your personal information locked. Getting notified when people are trying to, if somebody is trying to use your information. You can actually get a lock on your deed that will, so it will notify you if somebody is trying to do anything with your deed. And just keep your information protected, as safe and as much as possible. Because like I said, there's so much new technology that the government is pushing out and the world is pushing out and that is legal, that people are figuring out ways how to utilize these tools and this information in different ways to make a lot of money. The average American isn't thinking about committing mortgage fraud. It's a lot of people out there that's not, like I said, the average American isn't thinking about committing mortgage fraud. Why? Because a lot of scammers and a lot of fraudsters and a lot of people in life, they just want the quick, easy, fast buck. And they're not willing to put in a lot of work or a lot of time to get some money. Like on my other page where I teach credit, and I teach people how to get loans, credit cards, and lines of credit. A lot of people say, oh, that's too much to get it, $500,000. You got to do too much to get that. You got to do too much. Well, it doesn't make sense. Well, you got to do these steps to get $500,000, but you've never seen $500,000 a day in your life. And you've been doing this, and you've been living for 20 plus years. So if these small little steps can get you $500,000 and you still trying to struggle, you still struggling, trying to figure out, make it make sense. Cause like I said, this 4 years, 5 years later, we done elevated, we done grow. We on new missions, we on new jobs, we doing new things, bigger and better things. We in bigger and better situations and all that. New information, easier information for people to get rich, cash out information, all that. It's not 4 or 5 years ago when things were new and people would start learning. Things and elevating, things and grew, new information, learn new things. So the way we get money, these methods, and it's a little bit easier and faster. We incorporated credit because we all know credit is the #1 money game in the world. And there's a lot of people out there committing credit fraud. And I'm going to make some videos on that too. But there's a lot of fraud going on in the world. And there's a lot of people who are blind to the fact of the fraud that's going on in the world. Everybody thinks something is a scam when they don't know nothing about it. They never seen it before, when it's foreign to their eyes or to their mind. But once they see a lot of people doing it and seeing that it's actually working, that's when they hop on the bandwagon. So let's say mortgage fraud becomes a popular thing in the fraud community. Everybody's going to want to do it. Everybody's going to try to find somebody who knows how to do it so they can do it too, so they can get $300,000, $250,000, $500,000. And like I said, this is all educational information because these are things that's going on in the world. You got companies that's making billions of dollars off transaction fees from ATMs. You got airline companies that's making billions of dollars just off seat fees. Like, if we're paying for a plane ticket, why do we have to pay for a seat if it's not first class? If we putting our money into this bank, why do we have to? If we're putting this money into this bank for free, why do we gotta pay to take it out? A lot of people aren't woke. A lot of people aren't paying attention to what's going on in the world. A lot of people don't understand that in some type of way, the way everybody's life is structured, we're all getting scammed some type of way from some type of company or by somebody. We might be getting charged too much. We might got fees coming out that we ain't paying attention to. Like, there's something going on, and that's just how the world is working right now. And I know nobody wants to be scammed. Nobody wants to be a victim. So we gotta be aware. You gotta be aware. Be more cautious of what you're doing, where you're placing your information, how you're using your information. It's been a big data leak that's been going on. A lot of people, information has been leaked. So I know a lot of people right now are getting random text messages about U.S. parcels and packages. They need to update the information and all just random text messages. A data leak. And that surfaces from the dark web and hackers and things like that. See, a lot of people only know what they see. And then, it's a lot of people who know way more than what's really putting out there. Like, you got people who want to do check fraud and these crackhead scams. Like, y'all know, I've been calling these crackhead scams for the longest. Like, these are crackhead scams. Like, why are y'all going to cash fake checks and bad checks into accounts? Like, it's not going to ever pop up fake. Like, that's a red, like, you got people who doing stuff like that. You got people doing Ponzi schemes and so many different, it's like this world is, the dark world is wild. It's like, it's a wall. And on this side of the wall is the normal world where you got the Googles and the normal jobs and the normal citizens. And then once you go on the other side of that wall is the dark world, the dark web and things like that. And you're seeing things and it gets wild and it gets crazy. So a lot of people are making couldn't make $1 million in a week just by doing mortgage fraud. So stay more safe. If you own a home, stay safe. Get the deed lock. Get life lock. Lock your identity. Lock your deed so you won't have that problem. Stay aware. Stay cautious. Stop using your cards everywhere. Stop using your information everywhere. If you use your card a lot, start every so often getting new cards. So if your information or card information was stolen and they try to use it, it won't work because that card no longer exists. So now you're starting over. Now you're using that card already. So, you know what I'm saying? This is how you stay ahead of the game. 3 steps ahead of the fraudsters and the scammers out there. All right? So that's a little quick gems and a little quick information on mortgage fraud, how scammers are making $100,000, $1 million a week just off a phone committing mortgage fraud, downloading documents, and actually having the information to make it happen. If you don't know how to refinance a home or do your information on not financing a home or anything, you're not going to know how to make it happen. So that's where I say a lot of people there's people out there in the world that are willing to put in the time and the effort to learn something because they know the outcome of it. And there's people out there that's not willing to do it. All right, so beware, be safe, be cautious, save your money, invest your money, be blessed, and have fun in life. All right. Shout out to all my real King Hussle fans, supporters, and subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me, keep going. Y'all motivate me, keep dropping the sauce. Y'all motivate me, keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all that's been tapped in for the past 4 or 5 years, that's tapping back in with these new videos, this new sauce, this new information that can help and turn everybody to a boss and be safe at the same time. Because like I said, a lot of people want to make money, but they don't want to be the victim. So we all gonna be safe, we all gonna be aware, we all gonna stay cautious, and we all gonna, you know, do whatever it takes for us to not become a victim in this fraud or scam world. All right. Anybody out there that's ready to elevate their life, you ready to start making money, get y'all FaceTime 101 Unlimited Gems. I'm gonna teach y'all everything that you need to know, from credit to get loans, credit cards, lines of credit, how to invest, how to make $5,000 to $100,000 a month, all profit, how to do methods the right way, learn about cybersecurity, learn what's really going on in this dark world. So make sure y'all getting y'all less than 600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me the screenshot. Let me know you payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshot, no reply, and or you will be blocked. All right, mentorships are $7,500, 3 months. I will teach you how to start making money. So I'm gonna help you clean your personal credit, build your personal credit, build your business, get funding for your business, and help you get your first $50,000 no-doc loan, credit cards, lines of credit, so on and so on. All right, and also become a certified credit consultant by the board. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Telegrams, New Age Credit Repair, for any type of credit lessons or information. The Matrix Code for any type of load ups, Cash App, Bitcoin, any type of methods, any type of sauce, any type of cards, linkables, you name it. Go subscribe over there. Once you subscribe, go into the chat, see what's all being offered. The price list is in there. Once you are ready for whatever services that you want, send me a screenshot of your your payment being on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, and we will go from there. No screenshot, no reply, and or you will be blocked instantly. All right, so follow instructions. No 21 questions. None of that. All right, y'all know what's going on, so just follow instructions. Be ready, and let's make some money. Still looking for people for the production company. Still look for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, and women for the production company. All right, so you rap, you sing, you model, you act, you make beats. You ready to make money? You ready to travel? Ready to have fun? DM me. Let me see what you got, and we're gonna go from there. All right, we're gonna do a lot of networking, a lot of money, making a lot of money, a lot of traveling. So make sure you got a good attitude. Make sure you got a good head on your shoulders, and make sure you're actually ready to learn, work, and grind. All right, because if you do, it's gonna be your time to shine. Make sure you go follow my blog channel, YouTube channel, No Rags, Just Riches. Make sure you go follow my clothing line, my clothing brand, Hussle Department on IG. That's Hussle Department in French, dropping new joggers and new sets and kids apparel, top of the year. Make sure you follow me on IG, King Hussle X1M, The Real King Hussle X1M. That's my backup page and my main page. Make sure y'all follow all the social media links. Make sure you follow my horror story channel, Goosebumps Horror Stories. Make sure you follow my rain channel, Sleeping with the Rain. Listen to these videos, these sounds as you sleep, to create a financial frequency, to create generational wealth and financial freedom for yourself and your family. Make sure you follow this channel, Milwaukee Made King Hussle. This is the OG channel. Shout out to all my OG subscribers. We back at it. I'm gonna help all y'all get rich, as long as you're ready and serious to invest and be blessed. Make sure you go follow my King Hussle 2.0. Got a lot of hacker stories, a lot of fraud stories over there for my personal life. Got a lot of horror stories, hacker horror stories gonna be in fraud horror stories gonna be dropping over there. So make sure you go subscribe to that, and make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all stay aware. Make sure y'all stay attentive, and make sure y'all stay subscribed and hit that all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you will be the first one to be notified. You will be the first one to know what's going on, and hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. All right. So with that being said, y'all know how I get down to the end of these videos. I will see you at the next lesson or video. Peace.